In this webinars, what we try to cover is not only rules of tennis, procedures of tennis, something that we are constantly dealing with, but also we were going, thinking out of the box and providing some other features which also are related and important to the line of work that we have. We had in one of the webinars, the presentation was by a sports physiotherapist who spoke about how to, what are the things required for officials knowing the line of work and nature of work, and what injuries can develop and how to deal with those injuries and how to prevent those injuries, basically. That is what we had. We have a sports psychologist coming on the 9th of July webinar with TIU. In some parts of the world, we had nutritionists, sports nutritionists advising nutrition dietaries for officials, knowing what the amount of times that we are sitting down, basically, whether it's flights or whether it's transit times at the airport, referee's office or chair umpires chairs. So I'm sure we will also in Asia Oceania have a nutritionist webinar coming up in July before we head back on court. At the same time, apart from these webinars, for regional officers especially, there's a lot of work that we are doing behind the scenes on a lot of pending projects that officiating had over the years. And there's an ongoing work that is going on by dedicated teams. We have been divided into separate teams for separate projects. And these projects, you will see these projects coming to light by next year, because we are at the end of, at the fag end of completing these projects. And some of these projects you could see for next year are online availability and assignment projects. We have a worldwide line umpire database being created, and we'll start the project along with the help of Grand Slams. We have regional white and bronze badge development teams, as you must have seen, heard Puneet asking Meera about the WTA team, development team, and ATP development team. And so there is a possibility that from next year we'll have white badge and bronze badge ITF development teams in the region. Plus, I don't want to scare you, but there is going to be some refreshers coming up in next few weeks for referees and at least international umpires, if not white. So yeah, that could be something to look forward to before we go on to the courts. And there's a recent development that has happened which is coming from the ITF President's Office, where an officiating grant to nations has been announced to conduct national officiating workshops. So Andre and me, we are dealing and coordinating with national associations for them to qualify for these grants. To help them find the topics to run these workshops, and to make sure that these seminars are conducted and approved by the presidential office. There are not every country in the world is eligible for these grants. For example, the Grand Slam nations and the big tennis nations are not eligible. It's the smaller nations that are eligible for this grant. And to give you a little feedback on that, these grants, because this is also, we are in coordination with the development officers, which is for Asia is Amir Borgay and Jonathan Stubbs, and in Oceania we have Gary Purcell. So with these three officers also, we are taking their help in getting responses and feedbacks from the nations. For example, as of today, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, Korea, Taipei, New Zealand, Philippines, and Pacific Oceania are already in touch with me and Andre to get these grants going. Pakistan has already submitted the proposal, which has been approved by the officiating, and now it is sitting at the President's office to get the grant going. And for the other nations who are listening in, if there are any national officiating managers or somebody from the national associations listening into the webinar, the deadline to submit the applications to the President's office is 1st August. After 1st August, all the applications will be collected, and scrutinized, and the grants will be made available for this national associations. So please do take advantage of these grants and conduct national association workshops. Depending on the COVID situation in your own country, these could be physical workshop, 1 day workshops, or it could be even online workshops if social distancing is still criteria in your country. When we what
Thanks.
la-
Nitin, sorry to interrupt you, but that's a very important point which you made. And maybe, you and Andre can send that more information on that to even the officiating managers of the nations, because I'm sure some of them might not have received that. I
yeah,
don't
yeah, we
seem to
have
have
sent.
received that.
ITF President's Office has sent the email to the national associations on the 8th of June, which is already received. And Andrea and me, we have sent another email with the report template.
Okay.
After the workshop, we want a report to be submitted by the teacher. That template to all the officiating managers in Asia and Oceania has already been sent. So that is how we are getting the responses. Like all these countries that I mentioned, they've already got in touch with us, asking questions: what topics should be consider, who can be the teachers, who if a white badge is a teacher, then national officials have to be the students. If a bronze badge is a teacher, then even white badges can be the students. So all these things are being thrashed out at the moment. Um,
I can suggest one thing to you, Nitin. We would be happy as ATF also to assist you to take this forward, because this is
right.
something which the national federations can really benefit from.
Yes.
I
So
think,
what I would do, Manpreet, is send you the list of eligible and non-eligible nations that you are also in on the same page. Which
yes,
countries are eligible to receive this grant, and I can also add that these countries are already in touch with us, and the
yep.
rest of the countries who are not in touch, we should chase them. Basically, it's for their own benefit.
Absolutely. So, as from the ATF office, we guys would also, support in this endeavor, so that
Excellent.
more countries can, in Asia, can benefit from this. I think it's a great initiative. Why not? So with joint efforts, the idea is that more and more people can benefit. It's ultimately going to benefit our whole continent together. So
So
definitely, we'll be happy if you could share that information with us.
we will. We
We'll
will.
work jointly with you. It's a
Yes.
great thing, and we'll be very happy to do that. And I
No.
think the best thing which you've given the news to all the attendees who are listening in. And if I lose any one of them now, Nitin, will be your fault, is telling them about the exam which is coming in over the refresher course. I think which started as
Well,
a
as soon as Nitin said that, we lost 5 or 6 officials from the list.
people. I think
No, it's not an exam. It's not an exam.
we've gone
It's
back to
gonna.
the refresher classes because they are wanting to revise on what they are going to be questioned already. So Ashraf, I think that was the good start of the session from Nitin. That, but it's good. I think it's sharing this information to even the federation. I have a lot of my national federation representatives, a lot of the people who are the senior people who are attending as the attendees as well. I think it's a great experience for people to know all these details, which sometimes they don't come to know because they go
Right.
to the respective department. And I think which is how we, when we organized the webinar, our objective was to spread it to everybody, because
Yes.
let more and more of us know what is happening. It's always good, the officiating team will always benefit more if
Right.
the other team is aware of what is happening in that team, and they will get the benefit as well. You know it for sure. With Ashraf's experience, what we've heard with Mira, that working together with the federation has really benefited. So
Right.
I think it's great, and I think it's great of you to come and tell us of the initiatives which the ITF is doing. Yes, we've had some news in terms of the postponements of some of the big events, but then these are unfortunate times, and it's in nobody's control as to what is coming our way. We just all need to stay safe
Right.
and keep connected. I think you are doing a lot of webinars yourself with the ITF, and now Asia is, as ATF, we've started this portal. So I think we can do more. We can combine together and do a lot more activities, and I think it'll be great.
And also, Manpreet, what we can do, Andre and I, is that, I don't know whether you will have time to attend these webinars, but we will send you a link whenever
Sure.
the next webinar is. So if you are available at that particular time, you can join in and listen to the webinars, and it's quite informative.
For
And every webinar that we conduct, Soren himself comes in the beginning and gives us a small update of, in these last 2 or 3 weeks, what has happened, because we are doing these webinars every 15 or 20 days. And so I will send you a link, and you're most welcome to join in.
Thank you. That will be really nice, and thank you so much for. It was nice. I realized that you are there, so it's good for you to be here in the panel with us and share so many valuable inputs which you've put into the whole session.
I'm
Thanks.
glad.
Thank
I'm
you
glad.
so
Thank
much.
you for giving this
Yeah,
opportunity.
stay
Thank
on
you, and
with us.
continue, please.
Yeah, stay on with us. And
Nitin,
Yes.
I'm going to invite our birthday boy, who's been kept for the last, uh, because we all had decided that the birthday boy needs to wait because special wishes are in order for him. So, Amon, I think now it's the time for you to. First, you can enjoy your speech. You've had a lovely beach morning, I know I'm aware of. So now is the time in front of the computer. All yours, Amon.
Hello,
Yes,
did
we
you hear me?
can.
Hi
yes, I'm
everyone.
on.
Hi everyone. So I hope you are keeping well and safe for the COVID-19 at home. And first of all, I would like to thank ATF to hosting this webinar, and also thanks to inviting me to be part of the speaker. So looking at my background, so I start officiating different from Ashraf and Mira, if you can see, because normally I'm just the court service for the first ATP Thailand Open back to 2003, I think the first time, if I'm not wrong. So by that time, tennis and myself I have no idea what tennis is, because for us in Thai, tennis is quite expensive sport. So football is more basic. And then I think everyone in my generation is focused on football. The regular sport is football. And by accidentally, I joined the national level course. I think that time, if I'm not wrong, Nao Kawate and Nitin is one of the teacher. At the beginning, I very afraid to speak with the foreigner, because as you know, Thailand is one of the country who not speak English. So it's very big time for me to know what they wanna speak, then how to understand what they want us to know, and then how to communicate with them. But luckily, many of my friends try to understand and try to help me by teach me how to say this, and I keep do it many times and many times. Then I can understand. Then I can talk without look at the face. So my first school is in Jakarta, Indonesia, 2006. I failed that time, and then I have my second chance, 2007 in China. So I make it. So I would say even Nike is not my sponsor. It just say just do it, and then you will pass.
Good one.
Good one. Okay. So, or even Adidas, impossible is nothing. So yeah, I passed my bronze 2011 in Turkey and become senior belt referee 2014 in Qatar, which is Ashraf, one of the organization. Yeah.
Yes, someone we can hear you.
Yeah, you hear me? Yeah. So right now I'm full time with the LTT, the Lawn Tennis Association. So my role is head of officiating in Thailand. Yeah. So since 2010 is my first year, and until now it's become my 10 years.
And Amon, it's very good to know that you have some taglines attached to your will. Just do it, and impossible is nothing, and that's how it should be in the world of officiating. and even personally.
So Amon,
Yes.
yes. So as you've already shared with us that you're working with the LTAT, I've heard LTAT has a little different setup, a little unique setup in which they have a full time officiating team, people with consultancies. So there's a lot of support which the LTAT is giving to the officiating team in Thailand. Would you be happy to actually let us know how it is, because I think that's very inspiring and that's a good knowledge for good information to share with everyone.
So yes, LTAT for me or even non-Thai official who came to Thailand before, we know that LTAT is one of the best supporter because they're pushing us a lot, whatever financial opportunities, whatever. If you make a plan, you show them what do you want to be, how the development you want to go, whatever. LTT is always there. Then I'm very happy and lucky to be part of the LTA team. So that's why I'm here because of them also.
Good. I think we are all lucky. You're part of the LTAT team. The LTAT president is our ATF president as well. So I think it's good, great initiatives coming along for all of us. That's very inspiring. Puneet, you had some questions for Amon.
Yeah, Amon, as you said, you started working as a court service, and then you moved on to officiating. So, what did you see in officiating, or what inclined you to get into officiating?
So to be honest, the reason I become the official thing is the income. To be honest, the first reason is because many years ago I worked as a part time in the supermarket. So one day I can make only $5. So when I went off my college back to tennis court, and they told me, "Oh, today they makes $20." So make me wow. So I want to get that money. So I try to ask them how to be officials. Then I learn from my friends. Since then, whenever they have chance, I ask them, please call me. Then I want to be part of the team. Then I learn how to be officials from my friends at the beginning. And then whenever they have the school, I always ask them to let me join. And then I become officials.
So, thank you for telling us the truth. And so now I know how you got your five Mercedes and five mansions you own in Bangkok. That's all coming from officiating income. Good. So, Amon, I believe you were the first bronze badge in Thailand. Is that right?
Yes, so far until now. So, but I don't want to be the first one and the last one. I want small is coming up because at the end, I I need more people to take my place. I need more people.
You actually answered my next two questions.
Support you. I wouldn't say take your place because you are doing a great job. You are a inspiration for the other people to come forward. We should have more people coming together as a team with Amon in Thailand and making the team of Asia stronger.
Thanks. So I also try to gain more experience and share my experience to my colleagues as much as possible because I think it's the good thing to be full time official if you can be because I mean compare the full time job whatever because I already been officiating for at least if I'm not wrong nearly 17 years. So it's good to be to be officials.
Good, Amon. So, if you may let us know or the audience know, uh, it has been quite a good progress in terms of officiating and number of officials in Thailand. And you being the head of officiating in Thailand, what are the tricks you are using, or what are the sorts of inspirations you are putting in to develop more number of officials in Thailand?
So in terms of the running and developing the official in Thailand, so I am it seems like similar what Mila mentioned before for her association. So I try to encourage them, give them the knowledge, give them like a motivation, show them how to conduct themselves, to learn how to show them like maybe support them financial whatever I can. So I just give them the best.
Good. So, as I asked Ashraf also, I'm sure Thailand is one of the favorite destinations for most of the officials to come. It's a good working atmosphere and also, a nice place to unwind once the day is over as an official. So, do you see it as a positive to uh, uh, with as regards to ease of running an exchange program for Thailand, or do you think it serves as a deterrent for the local officials since so many people want to come and work in the tournaments in Thailand? So how does it work for local people over there?
So first of all, I'm very happy that Thailand being a favored country for the other officials. And then we have so many events for the last couple of years. Then it's very good opportunities for us also to make like the exchange program for the local official to going out, because it is one of the big opportunity for the local to go out to learn, to educate themselves in the different circumstance. Because if they are only keeps official in Thai, they have no pressure. So whenever I have chance to send them out, I will not hesitate to send them. So it is the very good opportunity and then a big chance for them to go out. And then it is good thing that Thailand become the favorite country.
So as you said before, money was a big motivation for you to take up officiating in your situation. Do you think that holds true for other people as well who are like just beginning their career as official or who have just started taking up officiating as their career?
Yeah, can you just say the last one again, because my internet connection is, because right now I'm in my hometown.
What I asked was that money was a big motivating factor for you to take up officiating. Is it the same for other newcomers or the upcoming officials in Thailand at the moment? Is that a big factor in them deciding to take up officiating?
Yes. Wait, let me reconnect again. Punit, I cannot
We can
hear.
hear you. We can hear you, Amon. Now we cannot hear you.
Amon, we cannot hear you, unfortunately.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, you're back.
Okay, sorry for I lost my connection.
So did you get my question, Amon?
No, you need to repeat. Sorry about that.
Okay. So money was one of the major reasons for you to take up officiating. Do you
Okay.
think it still holds the same for the new upcoming officials in Thailand?
Yes, of course, definitely.
So do they have enough opportunities to gain that? Because I heard there are a lot of domestic circuit and a lot of domestic tournaments running in Thailand, and many people have opportunities to work at that level.
Yes, we have a lot of domestic tournament, even including ITF junior event, ITF senior event, even beach tennis. And then we have a couple of ATP challengers and one WTA right now. So hopefully we have more in the next coming year. The number of the tournament in Thai right now is to be honest is enough for the local officials, and then I think if we have more newcomer, I think we still can manage to feed them.
So I think along with increasing the number of officials, the number of tournaments have to go up as well. That's what you mean to say, right?
Yes.
Okay, one last question from my side before Manpreet can take over. Do you think working in close cooperation with the National Federation, or in your case, working with LTAT, is that a major factor in developing a good and strong team of officials in the country?
Yes, of course, because without such a great support from national association, we cannot survive. So I think association is one of the biggest supporter, and then they give us the opportunities. So it is good to be working with and then cooperate with the national federation.
Okay, I said that was my last question, but to conclude, I'm just curious to understand, has this COVID-19 pandemic affected officials and officiating in Thailand?
Yeah, a lot of affected because less tournament, we lose at least 3 months till now. But we do understand that we need to stay positive and stay home and also follow the government rules and the regulation. So when we announce, we need to follow the government's regulations. And until now, we have a good news from Thailand that we have 0 case for the past 30 days. So hopefully we can back on court very soon.
That's excellent, Amon. And
I hope.
We hope that the good news which is coming from Thailand keeps coming from almost every other country of Asia as well. And definitely speaking from India, I would say I'm waiting to hear that good news coming from India where we can start moving out of our homes because we've been in our homes from March.
No, even now we feel, we don't have case for 30 days, but we still have to, follow the rules and then the regulation. Wanted to make sure that so the COVID will not come back to us or even
anybody,
because COVID will destroy everything. So we don't need to get them back.
Thank you very much, Amon. I think it was really interesting to hear from your side also that how you did get into officiating. A different perspective from what we heard from Dr. Ashraf, what we heard from Meera. And I think it has been a very interesting, we started with a smaller time frame, but all your experiences, your knowledge, and the way we've been discussing has been so interesting that everybody, even including all our attendees, have been with us all this time and kept joining in and staying around for it. Puneet, we do have a few questions from some of our attendees.
Yes, so I would request if anybody has any questions, we'll give you a couple of minutes to type it down. And meanwhile, we'll start with a few questions which we already have with us. The first one is coming for Ashraf.
Yes. Dr. Ashraf, this is coming to you to say that how can you help officials in Oman and UAE also do face kind of similar situations as officials, the handicaps they face in Qatar. So any special advice you have in terms of being from the region, being from that sub-region, anything which you can share would be helpful for them to promote their officials, or the officials themselves can help themselves?
I think I just speak about it in the beginning about officiating committee in each federation. Like I remember I did 2 schools in Oman. I did one in Dubai. And the problem like I have like in Oman, I think it was 8 years ago, I have a 40 participants that was inside it. And it was really good one for 5 days before one of the tournament. But the problem is I leave the place and should really take care of the new officials. Like I start, I make something, I need somebody just to continue the job. So this was always the problem, that maybe you do school, you do national school in one country, but if you don't have the officiating committee there to take care of the people attending this kind of school, then we have no chance. How to use the 40 person attending? For sure, not all of them will continue, but few of them will continue, but somebody has to take care of them. So this is the point. Just it's not like organizing a school or a national school in your country. It's more important to keep going and take care of these new officials coming to the federation. If you ignore them, for sure, for 1 year, 2 years, nobody contacts them, tells them come and share and communication, they will not be interested anymore and they will leave it and lose everybody learning. So I need just my advice to be communication with the federation, and they try to organize the officiating committee, somebody there to take care of official. Then they ask for organization of national school. Then they can get a teacher and they can teach a lot of them, like Mr. Simsi in Pakistan. You want to get schools there. You need just one teacher to go there, pay the expenses. He can teach a lot of people there, but somebody has to continue what is started.
Thanks, Ashraf. One question coming up for Mira. Mira, can you unmute your mic to answer the question, please?
Mira is facing some problems with her system. Actually, she messaged on the WhatsApp, but she's not able to unmute.
Okay. Hopefully we can get her back. Amun, there is a question for you. It says, do you give opportunities to work at LTAT, or I mean, they mean tournaments in Thailand, to the officials from overseas?
Actually, yes, I try my best to open up the opportunity for the friends from overseas, but it's more possible if we can do like what you mentioned before, exchange program, which is one go and one come in. It is more possible. But anyways, it's in the last couple of years, I would say Thailand is saved a lot of official for them to meet the minimum requirement. And I'm very happy also to be one of them to helping them.
Good, thanks. Mira, are you back with us?
No, her laptop is, at the right time, the technology supports us. At the opportune moment, it will tell you that, no, I don't want to. So that's what's happening with Mira right now. While we can see her, she's been trying hard to get her audio working, but it's just not happening.
Okay, there's another question in the forum which says that with the current pandemic of COVID-19 situation, many international tournaments were cancelled and our officials are out of assignment and facing some financial loss without any income. Is there any plan that ATF can provide assistance or advice for their career in future? If you allow me to answer that?
Yes, please.
I think it was really good to have Nitin on air with us, and he has already partly answered that question that yes, there is a scheme which is floating around from ITF now, which has been communicated to all the national federations and head of the officiators. So I would request you guys to take advantage of it and send the proposals and your plans and apply for the grant. The deadline, as Nitin suggested, was 31st of July or 1st of August. So we also requested for the details of the program from Nitin. So as soon as the ATF office receives it, we are going to prepare an email and send it to all the national federations so that they can take advantage of this very good scheme dedicated for the officials.
Puneet, Mira is back with us. She's joined from the phone.
Okay, hi Mira. There was a question in the forum for you. Are you enjoying your officiating, and is there any plan for you to move from chair to referee?
At the moment, I'm enjoying my chair umpiring very much, and also I have chief responsibilities. I am planning like my 10 years goal is to have also a referee badge, but not at this stage.
So my job is stay for 10 years, I guess. But uh, there is another question for you. It says you are quite a popular chief in Kazakhstan. So do you see yourself as becoming a gold chief in the future?
Well, again, I would say that I'm focusing more now on my chair umpire's career, but I'm enjoying chiefing very much. I can do it for free. I can do it as my hobby. But yes, I think in the future, I can see myself as working as a chief more.
Thanks, Mira. I think there is one last question which probably Ashraf can take up. How the officials will be rated for selection coming at the international tournament, coming at the international tournaments, as many of the tournaments are now cancelled after they did their last assignment. That's a very general one, and I'm sure Ashraf will. It's not going to be very easy to answer that.
It's not easy for sure. Just it's if we are aware now, even the requirement of each tournament in 2020 dropped down. I think some people will be aware about that. So if they need like 7 land umpires, now they will need 5. If, some tournaments like in Challenger, they need a referee. They will not need referee for 2020. So I think the requirement for they don't want a lot of official to be in the same place. So both kids and official will be decrease the number till this pandemic is over. So it's not easy to find a place in normal time to be selected in international tournament. And now in 2020 will become tougher. I think everybody's suffering, but we have to deal with it. We have to be patient and to overcome it. But as maybe I seen my last webinar, just it's more important for official to keep applying, insisting that to apply in all tournaments he want or he like to go there and never give up. So never give up trying to apply for tournaments. One time you will get a chance. When this chance, nobody never know. And we were discussing last webinar in Asia, just small talk between two chief officials, get one unknown line umpire to be in a bigger tournament, then a bigger tournament, then he become one of the Olympic line umpires because of only talk, and he did a good job. So it will happen someday. It's not a luck. You have to try. You do your best. For sure, if you have a support from your national association, it will be more stronger to have that. And that's what I'm asking is all national association to try to support and make a program for officials to support them to go outside and work. And this is really very important. It's not easy if you do things by yourself. So support the association is always important to promote any official.
Thanks, Ashraf. And the last question, I think, Manfiji, is more intended towards you. So, what ATF can offer to help in developing the national officials in a country who have lack of tournaments?
Thanks, Puneet. From the ATF perspective, we've started this exercise in which we are trying to get the experts to be on the platform here together to support people. At the same time, if there are nations and people who need more support in terms of organizing some, some courses, you need some experts to visit you, please do write to me, to Puneet. Please do write to us, communicate with us. We will be happy to do that for you. We are in touch with everyone. All our experts are very, very cooperative in coming forward and actually sharing the knowledge which they have. I have to say that we asked Dr. Ashraf, we asked Amon, we asked Mira. It did not even take them a blink of an eye to say, oh yes, we will be very happy to come along and share our knowledge with the whole of the Asian community. So please connect to us through the emails. Please write to us. Let us know what exactly you are looking at. What is the kind of base you have? We would be happy to support you. We can try and set up programs, exchange for you with your neighboring countries where your officials could get the opportunity to go and learn. Because what they need more, if you don't have tournaments, is the experience which you gain over the tournaments for them to grow. And I think that can definitely work. All our national federations, the teams of the national federations are very, very cooperative people. I think in Asia, it's a beautiful Asian family. I always call it the Asian tennis family because that's what I've got it from my management, our top people, our board members, our president. It's a beautiful family where everybody is ready to help. So write to us. We will be happy to help you through. I'm sure we can create opportunities where more and more people can grow. So that would be there. I think for now, we were actually waiting. Andre was trying to connect, but Puneet, for some reason, Andre is not able to connect back with us in the webinar. So after he stopped driving, it was working only in the car. So we've lost him on the signal. Nitin is still with us. I think I have to thank. I know I am coming to that. I don't want anyone to leave right now, but I must acknowledge and thank the number of attendees, and it has been a very, very enthusiastic response as the ATF for us to have started this initiative, which we are going to be doing regularly on different topics. We started with officiating. We will come back again to officiating in more webinars. We've received very good response and support from our national federations and the administrators and the tennis community. We thank you all for encouraging us in this new things which we've started, and we will keep coming back to you. If you need some specific seminars, if you need some specific things we should cover, even the attendees who are there, the panelists, please do let us know, and we will work as a team with me, Puneet, Sunil, Mint, everyone, that we will try and get it back to you. I have to say that we are lucky to have a very supportive president, a very good board of directors. We have our committee people who are very supportive of the programs which we want to do in Asia. So write to us, and we are happy to get you back more and more information to support what you people need. We are there. But now, before we finish anything, and before we kind of
Sorry, can I interrupt and add something?
Yes, please.
I have actually put down two email addresses in the chat for all the attendees to look. There's one info@asiantennis.com, and there's one my official email address. So any suggestions on webinars, please write at info. And anything to do with officiating, I'll be very happy to receive comments or questions on my official email address. And as Manpreet ji said, as part of ATF, we would be always ready and helpful to you guys.
So guys, we have a birthday boy with us. We've had a very good informative session. Birthday boy wants to say something. Do you have a cake for us online, Amon? Or I think we got a cake for you.
No, you have to send me the online cake without the virus.
Well, a lot of attendees have wished you happy birthday, and we've taken the liberty of saying thank you to a lot of them. And so you have loads and loads of good wishes coming to you this way. And God willing, this will take away the COVID, the bad weather of COVID faster out of Asia and the world. Let's hope great good times, and we can actually be sitting together and celebrating the birthdays and the anniversaries and the seminars in a real forum.
So on my birthday, what I wish is only one thing. So the whole world is without the COVID-19 very soon. This is my wish.
I wish God is listening to you. I'm sure it is. We are granting it to you. Dr. Ashraf, I think we would be granting this wish to Amon.
Actually, the God have no phone number. Otherwise, I'll be calling them. So,
Mint?
Yep.
Is the cake ready?
I think from everybody's
I
side.
think sitting in Bangkok, I think Mint is going to personally deliver the cake to Amon, and then please do send
Yeah,
us some
sure.
pictures.
You can send us
Sure.
the lovely birthday cake which you're going to receive from the ATF. Thank you very much to Dr. Ashraf, Meera, Amon for taking out the time to be with us in the webinar. I have to acknowledge our president, Mr. Kit Sombat, who was with us, Mr. Salim Saifullah Khan. They've been very supportive. And Nitin and Andre, who joined us briefly. But they were there throughout the webinar, and all the attendees, all our federation people, some of the secretary generals and presidents who've been with us, the tennis community, other officials, and importantly, my team, Puneet, Sunil, and Mint. Thank you very much for getting everything together. I think, guys, it has been a great experience, and we look forward to having many more webinars in the future. All of you, please stay safe, stay healthy, follow the norms, and we hope to keep seeing the smiling faces all the time. Thank you very much, everyone.
And before we leave, can you just get Nitin to turn on his video and do a thumbnail picture so that if anybody wants to click picture, they can do that for their
Yes.
memory.
Nitin, if you finished all the snacks which you wanted to have by keeping the video off. Andre is coming back.
Okay, let's wait for Andre then before you disconnect.
Andre, can you hear us?
Yes, the question.
Oh,
Oh, he
that
left
was a
again.
miss. That was a miss.
Come on, Andre.
Oh, that was a miss. Oh no, he's trying hard.
No?
Yes, Andre, we
Yes.
can hear you.
Oh, nice pick.
Okay.
Andre,
Hello,
you
everyone.
need to turn on your video, man.
Can you?
This is his video, by the way.
Can you hear me now?
He's
Yes,
on
we
now.
can see you as well. Nice
Yes.
to see
Yes.
you.
First of all,
Nice start.
I was very happy to hear everyone and see a lot of people. I'm very sorry and apologize before, but I couldn't miss it, so I was still trying to connect many times and listening on the way. And I think we have to say thank you to the Asian Tennis Federation for, first of all, to organize it and organize it on a very professional level. Thank you for all the speakers, and of course the presence of the Asian Tennis Federation, Mr. Sombat here, is very valuable because I had a chance to work with him on the different stages of my career, being working in Thailand and also attending quite a few international meetings with Mr. Sombat and his experience, and very well known what we learned from him. So I'm sure, exactly like Amon said, with LKC supporting officiating, so we will try to do the different approaches to it. How's everyone doing with the COVID situation?
Keeping safe, Andre. I think that's the motto everybody has these days. Stay safe.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Nitin did the very well presented the part exactly on what is happening on officiating, because every project, every webinar takes about 3 weeks to be prepared and approved for every subject. So hopefully the officials benefited from this thing. Now I think this break made us to understand what kind of communication else we can do with these webinars. Also can be an alternative way to communicate with the people and always get together on the big point, so the Asia can speak together and, like Manpreet mentioned, to pass the information so everyone gets the information at the same time. It is very important. And it's definitely going to make us moving forward.
Thanks, Andre. That was really nice. Nice of you to try and connect. And, going on to try and connect when it was a miss for a second and then you came back. Because we really needed you in the last one thumbnail picture, which we want to keep for our memories and our records. It's great to have you and Nitin along with our, everybody here, that we've had the first webinar. And I'm actually quite happy that we started with the officiating with all of you. I've been with you people more like friends, and it's been a great journey together. So guys, stay safe. Thank you. And I think we purposely chose today, Amon, because we knew it's your birthday. So happy birthday again.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Mint, if you would like to take a shot, and then we would be saying bye to everyone and staying safe.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, once again, thank you everybody, and it was pleasure to meet old friends and get together to learn something new about officiating. Thank you guys for being present and sharing your experiences and the present situation and the future situation. So good luck everybody, stay safe,
Stay
and we'll be
safe.
in touch for many more seminars like this. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.